Hello, everyone, and welcome to the grand finals of the 2022 Oscatch World Cup. I'm Dolan. I'll be joined by my co-casters, JB Hyperion and Maito, for this grand final between our reigning defending world champion South Korea and the United States.
Yeah, thank you very much for the introduction, Dolan. Great to be back. I can't believe CWC's almost over. What are we going to do for another year? I guess we're going to just live this one out in all its glory for as long as it can go, for the next hour and a half maybe. And hopefully that crams in enough excitement and vitamin C to last us till next year. But yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Well, Maito, how are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. That was a great match between China and the United States. Unfortunately, China finally going home after their great tournament streak, but we are very excited to yet again see the US coming back and facing against the absolute champion team without a doubt throughout the years, South Korea. This is going to be an absolutely exciting match, and yeah, I'm really hyped for this. Obviously, it's the final match, it's the conclusion, super hyped and ready to get into it.
For the United States, it's the one team they have never beaten in CWC history. They'll have to do it twice in order to lift the cup this year.
Yeah, interestingly enough, this is actually the first time that the US and South Korea have met in a grand final. They've met in previous stages multiple times, but this is their first grand final, I believe. The US was second in 2018, but that was against China. They were also in the top 3 in 2020, where the roles from our previous match were reversed, where China came in second and the US was third. And then in 2021, China was replaced by Hong Kong, sadly didn't make it to the tournament this year, and the US took third again. So some kind of score to settle, but not quite in a way that they've had an opportunity to do so before.
Bans coming in here. South Korea shooting double time 1. The United States will get rid of mixed mod 1.
Yeah, we saw a very eager double time 1 ban out of China against the US in the match we saw a little bit earlier today. That Nutas, Decreeper, Seka, very, very excellent double time players. South Korea, not a weak double time team by any means, but they're lacking motion, and that would be a real boost to their double time performance. So I think that's a very sensible ban from them.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks like we are going to be seeing our very first pick, No Mod 3 from Secret, unless I'm reading that wrong. You do get the mixed mods and no mods mixed up sometimes. They are very close. Hopefully, maybe changing next year could be a good advancement for some refs and players. But yeah, No Mod 3, we're going to be seeing Yes My Darkness, Yol, Jisan for South Korea. Could be some swap outs, but it looks like Secret yet again staying in for, I think it's like his 10th map in a row now that he's playing consecutively, which is obviously taking a little bit of a break, but insane performance from him on that match against China. So yep, yet again coming in here for No Mod 3, looking to put on another great performance.
And here we go. No Mod 3, the opening pick for this grand final from the United States. Last match of the World Cup is here.
So I'm mostly going to allow you guys to commentate play-by-play if that's okay, but I just want to jump in while they're loading into the lobby. No Mod 3 was the US's second pick in their game earlier against China. They've opted not to go for the mixed mod first off the bat.
Slight change in tactics there as the players navigate the early intros. Lexi going to be caught out here, as well as the Creeper.
Yeah, so a bit of an early advantage here. I think Biol had a really early miss, actually. And Yes My Darkness goes down too, but another double miss there from the USA as well. Jisan and Biol finding misses too. Actually, no FCs left on the entire board. Creeper, the one with the highest combo right now, but yeah, not too much of a score lead really for any team here. Quite a few misses out of the gates, and it looks like it might be sweeping back over to the US. Yep, that is going to be happening.
Yeah, as all the players recover, the United States will enjoy a slight lead. Biol and Sekri will trade to Creeper, dropping though that one is not traded. Now he's by G-San as well as Buell. Sekre once again. So consistent misses coming out here. Lexi and Yes My Darkness standing tall for their teams.
Yeah, Lexi right now has that monstrous 400 combo as well as Yes My Darkness. Oh, but Lexi drops, so that is going to increase South Korea's lead now. Biol and Ji-san almost making it to 200 combo as well. And South Korea going to have a pretty big combo advantage right now. That is going to exponentially increase their lead. US are also building up their combo now as well. Secret and Creeper back over 200, but now Creeper drops. And South Korea is maintaining all of their combos. Lexi does get over that 200 combo mark.
Oh, double miss coming in.
Oh!
But it's traded. It is
Right
Yes
away.
My Darkness. Finally going down after reaching 700 combo, but damage is done. It's about a 70k advantage for South Korea. A third of the map left. Yes My Darkness finding another miss. That's a team miss from the United States.
That is not what they needed at all right now. They needed to hold onto some combo there to get back up above South Korea, but that is not what's happening at all. G-Sun now above 200. Yale getting there. Actually, double miss from them. Secret also finding a miss too. Yes My Darkness now that highest combo on South Korea's side. Can Lexi, De Creeper, and Secret hold on to some combo, or is there
there
really
is a
enough
double
time?
miss.
Can South Korea hold on?
Now there is. Oh,
Will there
that
be
double
enough
miss.
time, though?
That double miss is not going to help the United States. They certainly had an opportunity. Korea is chain missing though, but so's the United States. All these trades coming in at the end of the map, and no one can really take advantage of anything. And it looks like South Korea have done just enough. Yes My Darkness. It's going to be very close at the end though, roughly 30k, but South Korea will take the opening break point.
Yeah, that was a really close match throughout, but South Korea just able to maintain a little bit more consistency, so very well done from them. US not able to find as much luck as they did on the last Nomod 3 pick against China, unfortunately, but obviously lots of time left in this match. You know, it's first to 7, so, you know, lots of time to make that up. Going down to break point, the first point, isn't exactly what you want, but, you know, you're the United States. They are a very strong team, and even under copious amounts of pressure like this, they can definitely bounce back for sure.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate start for the US there. They were about 70,000 points behind their Nomod 3 score in the match against China. And you can see Seka saying, my bad there. That's largely due to his struggles to get up to that kind of 500 combo mark that he obtained in the match against China. Not quite the start the US wanted, but they're not too far away from their earlier performance, so they shouldn't be too disheartened with that. There's plenty of chances, as you said, for them to come back in as we wait and find out what South Korea's first pick is going to be.
It's going to be Mixed Mod 2.
Ooh,
Now, this is a confidence pick from South Korea because, as I said, this was the US's first pick against China, and they scored just under 2.7 million points. Seka, or almost taking 1 million with the Hard Rock. So South Korea must be feeling super confident with this, that they can say, no matter how well the US can do, we're just going to do better.
It almost looks like they're kind of going for the statement win early on.
Yeah, Mixed Mod 2, definitely a ballsy pick here. US did perform pretty nicely on it last time, so let's see if South Korea can top that. Obviously, already we have seen a little bit of underperformance, I guess you could say. Obviously, not a bad performance by any means, but a little bit of an underperformance from the US there on the No Mod 3 compared to their match against China that we saw just earlier. But you know, let's see if they can break South Korea back and get their first point on the board to even it out. Will South Korea continue their nice early break point? We will see now.
Well, it's nice to see these players chatting so casually right before the start of a grand finals map. You can see the Creeper telling Hyper W7 not to think about pineapple pizza. These players know each other quite well, so there's going to be a lot of inside jokes going on in that chat.
Yeah, and I think already we're seeing 2 misses on the side of South Korea. The entire US side, I'm pretty sure, is holding onto an FC, unless that's a bit of client lag. No, that's all good. So yeah, still triple SS on the side of on the side of the USA. I think Yes My Darkness and Draystar just missed a little bit of combo at the start there.
Lexi going down as well.
Well, actually, Lexi going down now. This wiggle
Lexi
section,
really
by the
getting
way, is
caught out there.
absolutely terrible. Yeah.
And Lexi kind of chain missed the section as Draystar now finding a miss on Hidden here. So the Hidden players both struggling quite a bit. And Yes My Darkness will find yet another miss in Sekre to Creeper, holding things down for the Americans.
Yeah, that double FC right now from Dark Creeper and Sekre is very nice to see if you're a US supporter. And now Lexi is also back above 200 combo as well. Hitting this wiggle section so far, the entire US team, that is. Draystar now goes down too. Yes My Darkness is building up that combo back up to 200, but right now, the US is showing incredible consistency. Secret does finally go down, but still they build up a pretty good lead. South Korea are going to need a few more misses than just that one from Secret to be able to take the lead back right now, and a bit more than half of the map left. That is going to be a miss from Lexi though, so going to give them a little bit of score back. Angel Kawaii and Yes My Darkness. Ooh.
Yeah, that is actually going to matter, as all the Korean players are above 200 combo now. So they will have a chance to flip this in the final third. Both Nomad players holding the FCs.
There it goes.
Yep, it will flip here right before Lexi and Sekre recover. So South Korea will have a chance to have that 2-0 lead. They will have to hold through the rest of the map.
The question is, can they do it? Or will they find a few more misses, and can the US take the advantage back? Not too much time left. Oh, and Client?
I'd say keep our eyes on the Hidden players here. They've been the ones struggling kind of more so than the others. So we'll see if Draystar or Lexi provide the miss. Oh, and Client's going to do things.
Here we go. Client's
Lexi misses.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, Yes My Darkness and Angel Kawaii. That's a double miss. Draystar is...
No idea what's happening with that.
Yeah.
I think all the scores are being counted, though, and that's the end of the map. USA has...
It is indeed. Well...
I think Draystar disconnected. Oh, no, that is not good.
Yeah, no, it's like we have not...
No, there's no tournament result. Yeah.
Yeah, this may be a disconnect from Draystar.
I have to
While
point out...
we wait to see whether Draystar did manage to connect, I just want to point out, FC from Decreeper with I think just a single droplet miss is actually pretty insane on that map. He had a 2 miss earlier. What a time to go even further. Seka also getting over that 1 million as well, and Lexi with far fewer misses than he did earlier in the match against China. So as we wait to see what Draystar's score is and counted, even if the South Koreans take this point, US vastly improved on their earlier pick across all players.
Yeah, they're definitely putting up quite the fight.
Oh,
and it's a 2K difference. The United States, Draystar submits the score, and the United States win by 2,610 points. Robbed by Client of an absolute thriller of a finish, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, all eyes there right now were on Draystar, but I don't know if we were quite paying that much attention to how close that was getting as his connection came back.
Yeah,
it was right up to the wire.
I think we kind of just assumed that he had disconnected, but turns out he did end up submitting just very late. And it's a 2K win for the United States, so breakpoint for breakpoint in the grand finals.
And as they say, it doesn't really matter kind of what the margin of error is. You get the point. If you get 1 point, if you get 1,000,000 points over your opponent. If I were the US, I would take that unequivocally. That is a huge point early on, and it will give them a lot of confidence going into their next pick.
Well, high drama early on in the grand final already. So United States up to pick next. They led with Nomad 3. Do they perhaps eye up double time We have
Both
no
of their
idea.
first 2 picks from the match against China, that's Nomod 3 and Mixed Mod 2, have already been taken now. Their 3rd pick was Hard Rock 3, Sokai Rock. That would be quite a deviation from what we've seen from them thus far. And then they ended with some double time picks.
Yeah, let's see. What can they pick to get that momentum going? It's kind of a bit either side right now. We're not exactly sure who's taking that confidence. Early on, with that breakpoint from South Korea, they did take a little bit of a confidence booster early on, but now US break them right back, and we are going to be seeing.
Yeah, it looks like Sekre had some connectivity issues, so had to submit the pick through other means. But it is going to be double time too.
So this is an interesting choice from the US. They've skipped their Hard Rock pick and gone straight to DT2 Fully Auto Buster, which they won against China by 120,000 points, but that was largely due to Crystal really not having a good time, pulling in 59 misses on that one. Their scores were kind of middling 800Ks each, but with a map this kind of dense and tricky, if you start to fall away from patterns, you could be kind of way below 800K. So a little bit of a risk here, but I think 800K, 850K is a very solid score, and they're going to be asking Korea quite a bit to be able to keep up with them here.
Well, let's see what can happen. Can US build on that little bit of momentum they've got from that breakpoint, or can South Korea snatch another point back? Secra now coming in as well. Lexi, who was that? Yeah, it was Lexi going out, it seems. So
It'll be interesting if Lexi's not playing this, because he was the second member, there we go, of US on this previous pick. So.
Yep.
Like I say, his performance was one of the best on the map, so I'd be surprised if he wasn't in the lobby for this one. I believe that both Seka and Decreeper were a little bit unhappy with their performance on this one. Decreeper in particular said that he was kind of very rare that he would get a low 800k score on this one based on practice that he put in. So there's certainly a bit more potential to come out of a great score from him. Kovir was undoubtedly the MVP of that lobby in the match against China though. 915k with only 9 misses. So it's going to take a good team performance from the US here with all members pulling their weight.
It looks like the lobby is really giving the players some trouble right now.
always happens, doesn't it? Something in Bancho always goes wrong.
It's doing its best.
It is. That's all that matters. Is that Rails coming in for the first time for South Korea? I'm pretty sure that it is.
It's hard to say right now because a lot of players are being kicked and re-invited to the lobby.
Very true.
So I don't know if Rails is actually playing this or if Rails is just holding a place right now in case one teammate can't connect. It looks like they're trying to get Yes My Darkness back in the tournament server.
I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm interested to see how South Korea perform here, because I don't think they played any double time in the winners final against China at all. The mod was pretty much entirely left alone. And in their semi-final match against US, they only played one DT map. And we know how strong the US has been on DT. Decreeper, one of the best DT players at like high AR really in the world, which is a real boon to their team. So we don't know a lot about South Korea's DT on kind of the upper stages of this tournament pool. So this is just a confidence pick for US. They're feeling very confident. It's not kind of targeting any kind of perceived weakness necessarily.
And there we go. So it looks like we are going to get set to go. Looks like this is the roster. Yes, My Darkness, Rels, and Jisun for South Korea. Against Sekre, Lexi, and Decreeper.
Yeah, so as you said, we weren't exactly sure what was happening with people swapping in and out of the lobby, but that is going to be the case. Rels, the very first appearance in this match so far. Let's see what kind of performance they can put on. Always a little bit of nerves coming in for that first point, but very good player.
Jisun taking hidden with double time.
Only one
Lexi.
in the lobby, actually.
Yep, only one. Lexi will find the early miss for the United States. Slight advantage for Korea.
Yeah, everyone holding on pretty well right now, past that 200 combo mark, and Lexi misses again, does get traded by Rels, but also Decreeper falls as well. So now, Yes My Darkness and Jisun holding those nice combos for South Korea. Rels goes down again, but so does Lexi now too.
Yeah,
Zikra-
Lexi's consistently trading these misses from Rels. Decreeper just now reaching 200 combo. Yes, My Darkness is going to go down, so the United States will have a chance to really kind of even this gap up.
Yeah, Jisun is holding a pretty nice combo too, but he needs his team to kind of lift a little bit of consistency right now. US are building a good combo. Lexi almost up above 200 as well. That is going to flip that score lead over as Rels misses.
Sekre and Lexi double missed for the United States, though, so Korea will be growing the advantage. Yes, My Darkness's miss is going to stop that. It'll complete the trade. Jisun goes down now. It's only Decreeper. And the US now flip it. Decreeper doing the work.
Lexi does go down. It's flickering. It's flickering back and forth, and now
Double
it's South
miss.
Korea. Now it's the USA.
No one really has combo. It's Rels versus Sekre right now. Only combos above 200. Consistent misses coming in across the board from both sides. South Korea flip it. That's a triple miss from South Korea. Sekre, the only one with combo. The United States now out of front corner of the map left. And Sekre will go down, but damage has been done. It's a 20k advantage.
So this is incredibly small right now. Any miss, or at least a couple misses from any side right now is going to flip that back over. Incredibly close. Only 20,000.
Sekre goes down.
A little bit longer. Sekre.
Yes, My Darkness is at 200. Decreeper is negating him. It's getting very close. Korea has a slight combo advantage. Jisun does go down. Rels goes down. And the United States, can they hold on?
I think they're going to be able to. Lexi goes down, but is it going to be enough? It's not.
And they do. 48k. 2-1. United States. South Korea up to pick next. What a back and forth affair.
Yeah, Lexi there saying thank you for kind of carrying. Didn't have a good time there at all. Performed quite a bit worse than in the previous pick, but Seka and then especially Decreeper, you can see 130,000 points higher on the DT2 this time around than in the game against China. Really, really helped put the game out of reach and secure a point for the US there. So exactly what they needed.
Yeah, great performances coming in from both Secret and Yes My Darkness. But in the end, the USA just held those combos a bit more towards the end, found a few less misses, and was able to topple South Korea. But that was a really close point. Every single point this match has been under 50k, which just shows how much of a monolith match this is. And we're also going to be seeing Chinese restaurant now. I think
South
that
Korea. They wasted no time with that pick. Hidden too.
Nope, hidden. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, this was China's first pick in the match against the US. and they pretty much beat the US player for player by a 300,000 points team total in the end. So this is definitely a targeted pick from South Korea at a perceived weakness of the US. None of their players got more than 700k on this map in the match against China, and only Lexi even got over 200 combo. So South Korea kind of thinking that they want to get points on the board, they need to target the US's weaknesses. China pretty much just swept the hidden pool one after another. And the first 2 picks came off, but hidden 3 did not. But this was the US's, I think, worst hidden performance of the 3. So it makes sense to target this one first if you want to dip your toes and see how the hidden waters are.
Yeah, and also it makes sense to kind of go here, the higher AR one, 9.5, because that's the one that most likely the US won't switch any of their players out for, because it's something that they can all read. So you're not going to be bringing in the specialists in Zach or Elux who are ready on the side, probably practicing hidden 3. So they're going to try to see if they can get a perceived weakness here on the 3 players that are going to be playing most of the maps for the US.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Dolan. Thank you for bringing that up. So because the US have slightly less kind of all-rounded team and they rely more on their core roster that you can see now, keeping these people in for as long as possible tires them out. A map where, like Hidden 3, where you put in like your low AR specialists, for example, allows the other players chance to rest. Even if you think that map is a wash and it's not going to be won, it still gives those key players time to rest, and South Koreans don't want that to happen.
Yeah. A bunch of misses coming in here.
It's the USA. Actually, I don't think there's any FCs left on the board for either team right now. But that team miss from the USA is going to slightly give South Korea a little bit of advantage. I will say very well pointed out by both GBH and Dolan there. US did have a little bit of a hard time on this hidden pick last time. Can they produce a better result? It's not looking fantastic right now, but definitely still time. Pretty short map, not as much room for error, but yeah, Yes My Darkness and Jisun both holding on to really nice combos. I think South Korea already early on looking like they might have picked a bit of a golden map.
Yeah, well, the US taking that second point has really kind of forced Korea to, pick the picks that they should be picking, the ones that they have the highest chances to win on here. And hidden is kind of the US's biggest weakness here, as we are seeing South Korea, the far more consistent team. Yes, My Darkness and Jisun. Jisun going down.
But the entire US team is absolutely struggling, and that lead for South Korea is, that's like past 400k or so. So right now, only a little bit of the map left. This is an absolute blowout for South Korea. Mastermind pick, I would say. They got for that. They went for that perceived weakness, and it absolutely worked, as you said. Coming away from this point now around 500,000
Yes, My
points.
Darkness with a 954k.
So, first point that we've seen that wasn't under 50k, and it's a win by 545k. That is a very dominant display by China, and as you said, Yes My Darkness.
You mean South Korea?
MVPing. Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's all
brain
right.
fart.
You just came from the last match.
I did.
He's been working overtime. Yeah, most people struggling on that. A's all around to B from Sekre. YMD with the only S in the lobby.
It was very nearly an FC as well. I think just dropping combo like right at the very beginning and then right at the very end. So the US didn't quite do as well as they did previously, but even if they'd done kind of 20-30% better as a team, they still would have been able to touch Korea on that one. That's a really good pick from them. So sometimes, like again, you lose by a large amount, and it's unfortunate. It's a bit disheartening, but it still only counts as 1 point against them, and it was a South Korean pick anyway. So US need to just refocus now, pick whatever they want, and they're going to go back to Hard Rock 3, skipping backwards to their third pick from the previous round, fourth one this time out. Oh, sorry, third one, but one of their picks has been taken.
Yeah, they're going to switch things up about as much as they possibly can. Anything but hidden.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing them pick any hidden. The hidden strategy worked for China to a point, but then it kind of unraveled towards the end. South Korea will probably want to pick more hidden, but the US can do stuff in other mods, as we're going to kind of see now.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a switch out here for the USA, as well as South Korea actually too. Yes, My Darkness leaving, and Rel's going to be the replacement. Angel Kawaii also being replaced by Biol here too. G-Sun the only one remaining, but yet again, that kind of solid trio from the US, Secret, Alexi, and Dark Reaper, staying in once again. Secret has not gone out for a single map through his match with China and now also South Korea. Haven't seen a swap out at all from him, so
And I
probably getting
don't
maybe
think
a little bit tired.
I don't think there will be a swap out on his end. I think he's going to be staying in for probably every single map until this grand finals is over.
So we had a little bit of a difficulty for the client to register that Seka had Hard Rock equipped.
Right up until that kind of ending section where South Korea, as you said, absolutely fell apart, and USA were just able to hold some serious combo and extend their lead. In the end, taking it very comfortably by 200k, and they are going to go 3-2 up So kind of a bit of an opposite thing from the start of this grand finals match. Now the last 2 picks have been won by over 200,000 score.
That's a great comeback from the US when you get beaten by 500,000 points. All of their players did considerably better than they did on this map in the match against China. And even if they hadn't done, I think they still would have been able to take that one. But really, really good confidence builder. Lexi in particular, almost hitting 1 million. Really insane sub 10 misses on that, with so many tight 1/2 jumps that cover the whole screen. Hypers combined with edge dashes is just a brutal pattern. So to get sub 10 misses on that, so good.
And Sekre was not that far behind with a 951k.
Yeah, exactly.
A very good team score from the US on that end. The US putting up a fight here. That's what they needed to do at the start. They haven't lost, aside from the early breakpoints that were traded, they have not lost any of their picks. South Korea, they're going to stick to the hidden strategy. Hidden one.
Yeah, this is a very smart, sensible strategy from South Korea, as I said. That China just straight picked all the hiddens in this order, in fact, 2, then 1, and then maybe 3 against the US. It worked for a time, and this one is one of the ones where it did work. This one was a 200,000 point victory for China against the US, largely due to Kovir's 850 combo. We might see Elux coming back in for one of the only maps that I think he's probably going to play. But
this should be Elux and Zach here. And I'm pretty sure one of them, Elux or Zach, should be going in if South Korea picks Hidden 3.
I think Zach is a more sensible decision for Hidden 3 because he's more versed in converts. He's got a lot more kind of breadth of playing experience.
Yep, Secret. Yet again staying in. Still no swap outs from him at all. I think briefly exiting the lobby there, but in the end going to be coming back for yet another point. The most familiar face this Grand Finals weekend for sure.
Elix there saying it feels weird not to commentate. One of our fellow commentators has commentated Grand Finals in the past. So no bias, of course, but we always look after our own. So best of luck to Elix.
Yeah, Elux, this is his Grand Finals debut.
Not bad for your first ever CWC.
I had a chance to talk with him before the match earlier in the week. Just happy to be there, man. He's going to give it his best shot. I know that he is definitely... This is why he was picked on the team. His finals week low AR hidden skill. However, he's got his work cut out for him with South Korea on the other side. Everyone missing except Yes My Darkness at the start.
Oh, and now he goes down as well. So no FCs very early on. Not too much of a surprise. This map is very tough. That low AR 7.5 is very, very difficult. Now Draystar also building some nice combo.
This map is so brutal and nasty to play with Hidden, and it Hidden one of those mods where you can just do so much trolling when you miss. But on AR 7.5, it's kind of hard not to miss. Unless your name is Draystar.
Yeah, right.
Never mind.
Well, you cursed him.
I did the thing.
Not going to matter too much though. South Korea is still going to maintain a pretty nice lead for themselves. About 200,000 score. And yeah, US are going to need a little bit of consistency building here. Lexi has started that. He's back above 200 combo now, but yeah, still a pretty nice lead for South Korea as they also build back up their combos as well.
You see the main challenge here for this map is not only is it AR 7.5, but you see how dense it is. That is what makes it super difficult. Low AR, very dense. Your brain wants to move faster than the map is moving, which just causes you to miss even more. But South Korea, definitely the more consistent team here. 200,000 points and growing into the final quarter of the map.
Yeah, Angel Kawaii right now has a monstrous 500 combo, or just about to be. There it is. And the USA has really not been able to build that much combo, just like their point against China. And it's looking like South Korea is yet again, with only a little bit of the map left, going to run away on another hidden pick pretty comfortably in the end. Draystar, Yes My Darkness, and Angel Kawaii also all getting those combos up there during this match. And yeah, South Korea's consistency in the end just proving much too much for the USA.
And that is how it is going to end. 3-all. So the United States up to pick.
Like almost losing by the same margin as they did against China. So actually almost the exact same score as well. Can't be too disappointed with themselves, I guess, if you're kind of maintaining that consistency, but obviously losing a point isn't exactly what you want. Got to look at the positives though to kind of keep up that motivation in this Grand Finals match.
Yeah, Seka and Elux slightly below their match against China performance, Lexi slightly above, resulting in almost the same score and almost the same margin of defeat as you just mentioned, Maito. So one hidden remains, which we have to assume the US aren't going to pick and South Korea might consider in the future. 3 no mods, 2 hard rocks, 2 double times, 1 mixed mod still on the table.
Yeah, this map pool is really starting to narrow down pretty quickly here. A lot of no mod available. But I'm sure the big question right now for the United States is DT or Hard Rock, and it's going to be double time 3, so sticking with what they picked earlier. It's what they picked to close out the match against China.
Yes, you're correct. This was their 5th and final pick that secured that 7th and final point. Pretty solid performance all around. Team score 2.5 million. They didn't win this over China by that much. Colin came in for this one, so it'll be interesting to see if he makes an appearance or if they keep Lexi in. Colin, I think, maybe played this one as it was the last point and they figured they were probably going to beat China anyway for like a little bit of fun and to give him a chance to play in the Grand Finals pool. Now that they're up against South Korea and they're at 3 apiece, I think they probably won't risk that. No offense to Colin, but they need their best people on the job, and that involves keeping Lexi in.
Yeah, and Colin did struggle a little bit on double time 3 in that match against China. No disrespect to him, but the situation is different. I'm sure he understands. 3 players going with hidden. It's Jisun, Angel Kawaii, and Lexi. Everyone else will go without.
Yeah, so Secret yet again staying in for another point, and Lexi early on finding a miss, traded by Biol, so not too much of an advantage either way. Very early stage of the match, obviously. USA, actually I think it's flickering right now. Incredibly close. But I guess it's kind of just a waiting game. Who's going to be the next to miss right now? Da Creeper and Secret.
Oh, it's Biol. And Lexi trading, Angel Kawaii, and Da Creeper trading, so it's even. It's crazy how even these misses have been throughout this grand final.
Yeah, incredibly even right now. Zekre has that nice combo going. Almost 400. Da Creeper actually missing now, but traded by Angel Kawaii. Jisun, is actually going down. I was going to say matching Sacred's combo, but not anymore. Biol now the only one above 200, but it's still incredibly close. Only like 10,000 score or so between the teams, and right now it's not any clear whatsoever who's going to take this.
Sekre and Da Creeper going down, Biol trading one of the misses, so advantage South Korea. They'll flip it at the halfway mark. Jisun and Angel Kawaii now above 200. Triple miss from the United States. That is not something they can have.
No, absolutely not. And right now, South Korea's combo is looking very, very nice for them. Viol almost making it to 200 as well. Angel Kawaii does go down there, but... Well, so does Viol, but traded right back by Dark Reaper now, too. Zekray and Lexi on an entire team miss again from the
Everyone
USA.
but G-Sun.
It looks like South Korea's kind of running away.
Yeah, G-Sun absolutely popping off, holding on when everyone else missed. And it looks like this is going to be a potential break point here if Korea can close it out in the final third quarter of the map here. The United States just can't seem to hold any consistency.
No, it was looking very close through that kind of start and middle section of the map, but as it's progressed, South Korea has yet again shown their consistency. Only a little bit of map left to go, and they're winning by about 220k. Double miss there from South Korea. Is going to stint their score a little bit, but Lexi and Decreeper traded a right back actually. G-Sun's still holding on to that monstrous... Oh no, I cursed it, I'm sorry. But still a really nice performance coming in from G-Sun there. Zekray trying his best, now at 400 combo almost, but in the end, South Korea is going to be able to take that pretty comfortably.
Yeah, breakpoint 4-3 South Korea, they have the pick.
Yeah, so the US actually did ever so slightly better as a team than they did on that pick against China, about 30,000 points the difference, largely due to Lexi's inclusion over Colin potentially, but perhaps underestimating a little bit South Korea's double time potential. I did say earlier on, we haven't really seen South Korea play double time in either the last round or even the round before, so the US did not have as much information advantage, and they weren't maybe aware that South Korea were that strong on DT converts. So a good break point for South Korea to take, and they get to pick next and maybe try and extend that lead.
Oh, and Korea are going to go with Nomad 1.
I mean, we have seen multiple times, Yes My Darkness say, I've FC'd this, rank it so I can get some PP to Dave, one of our map poolers. So no surprise, at least for him, that they're going with this one.
Yeah, but you see they are avoiding hidden 3, so they're going to save that in their back pocket.
Yeah, not pulling that out just yet. They might kind of use that as a potential another point in the future. If they get this and then they are able to pick hidden 3, they will be able to go up match point. Still an incredibly close match though, and USA did take that hidden 3 last time, so it is going to be interesting, but right now all the focus is on Nomad 1. Angel Salad. I think this was the US's second last point that they took against China. Yeah, that is correct. So they did pretty well. 2.6 mil score from them. Let's see if they can put on a performance just like that or even better. Or can South Korea keep continuing their winning streak? They have won 2 in a row now, so a little bit of a momentum shift kind of going towards them.
Yeah, this was China's final pick, and it did result in a breakpoint, so the US took that one. So both Lexi and Seka managed 1,000 combo on this, which is really impressive given the technical aspect and the density. But the problem you have now is that you know before the lobby that Yes My Darkness has the potential to get a million score an FC on this. So all of their players are going to be feeling a little bit of extra pressure to overperform so that they can perform against Angel Kawaii and Draystar and maybe overdo that kind of score difference that's going to be resulting.
And all the American players have already found at least one miss. Angel Kawaii and Draystar now dropping as well. Yes My Darkness is the only remaining FC. So a slight advantage for South Korea as Lexi goes down once again. It's about 50,000 and growing.
Yeah, right now, South Korea's combo, at least on Yes My Darkness' side, is looking monstrous. Already, still holding a double S, past 700 combo now. All above 200 as well on the side of South Korea, and US is looking like they're struggling a little bit. No 200 combos at all. Lexi does finally make it there, but a lot more misses coming from the side of the USA. Draystar does finally go down, but Yes My Darkness is still holding an FC, which is an incredible performance. Actually an SS, might I add. Angel Kawaii also putting up a really nice combo now, past 700 himself. Zekray and Lexi trying their best, but Creeper having a little bit of trouble right now.
South Korea's consistency is just too strong right now. Draystar going down though. Angel Kawaii and Yes My Darkness putting up the massive combo numbers now as Angel Kawaii is almost at 1,000 combo himself.
Yeah, there we go. Going to be above 1,000 combo now. Angel Kawaii, Draystar now putting back up to 200 as well. Zekra and Lexi trying their best. Angel Kawaii does finally go down though, and now there's a miss from Draystar, but there's a double miss traded right back by the United States.
Yep.
And that is going to maintain South Korea's lead. Yes My Darkness still holding an FC, by the way. JBH's prediction was definitely right so far. We are looking like he might be seeing...
No, you've cursed it! You've cursed it!
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Oh dear. Well, there goes that. And Angel Kawaii, so a double miss for South Korea. The United States actually with the combo advantage at the moment. Angel Kawaii is really struggling to rebuild some combo back here for South Korea. And Draystar, Yes My Darkness, has immediately gone back to work. Creeper and Sekri are also going to find misses and offset.
Despite that miss from Yes My Darkness, he has built up some very nice combo yet again, but I think there's not quite enough map. There might be.
No, triple miss from South Korea. Lexi
is still holding that combo, but no, goes down. They're not going to be able to capitalize on that enough, I don't think. Lexi finds another miss there. Sekra and Creeper trying their best here. Double miss from South Korea. I'm not sure if there's quite enough time.
There's another double miss from the United States. Nobody has any combo. Nobody can capitalize off of it in South Korea. It seems like they have done the damage they needed to do early on. Into the ending, South Korea will take a 2-point lead here in this grand final.
Still a very nice performance, I might add, by Yes My Darkness there. 986k is definitely nothing to scoff at. Only 4 misses. Way, way less than the entire rest of the board. So, incredible show being put on there by him and going to be carrying South Korea onto another point. Only 2 away from winning the entire tournament.
Yeah, and Yes My Darkness was the difference maker there, the clear difference maker. Both the other South Korean players coming in with 97k exactly. And now is where the match is going to get really interesting here, at least for the United States. They're kind of in a little bit of a hole here.
Yeah, US can't be too upset with their performance there. Lexi and Seka both got about 10,000 points each more on that pick than they did in the previous match against China. But they're up against one of the best, if not the best player in the game, and there was always a little mountain to climb in terms of consistency there. So unfortunately, and for them, another point on the board for South Korea. As you said, Dolan, 2 points the gap this time.
Oh no, and a top 10 anime betrayal from Sekra to Yes My Darkness, as you can see unfolding in the chat.
I didn't realize that. Oh,
yeah, there is quite the lore being played out there. The mind games. These captains are on a different level. But also something to note too, I did see in that player chat was Angel Kawaii noting that their left finger was in quite the pain.
I mean, you saw that map, right? It's so technical and so dense. And there's really nowhere you can rest. Even in the calm sections, you're laser focused and like such a mechanical skill test. So I'm not surprised. And don't forget, that's not even the first map of the pool. This was map 8, and they're still going. The US have already played 9 other games before this one because they won 7-2 in that match against China. They must be getting, Seka and Lexi in particular, must be getting really tired right now.
We'll see how much that fatigue is going to wear on him here late in this match. They desperately need this one. Jisun is going to find an early miss for South Korea. It's offsetted by Lexi.
Yeah, score kind of flickering here. No clear winner. Oh, well, Rels does go down there, so early advantage. Definitely going to go to the US. Oh, but Lexi actually trades it right back and finds another miss there. Oh, but the miss from Jisun. is going to maintain that US lead. Only very slightly, though. Yes, My Darkness, Thekra, and Duck Reaper all holding on to double S's right now. And Rel's back above 200 too. Jisan almost finding it, but then finding a miss instead. And now, Yes, My Darkness
Double
goes
miss.
down.
Yeah, South Korea with the double miss, triple miss now completed by Rels. The United States, all combos are above 200. They're going to fully capitalize off of this team miss, and that is devastating for South Korea here.
The absolute capitalization at its peak right now. All the USA players maintaining that combo. As I say that,
three players caught up by that nasty slider.
the double miss from South Korea is going to keep that US lead increasing even further. Lexi and Dark Reaper holding on to absolutely insane combos. Lexi past 600 and Dark Reaper almost at 900. Very well played from them so far. Yes, My Darkness has built up that combo again. Jisan and Rels also above 200, so... Oh, but now there's a double miss from both of those players, and that's going to increase the US lead even further as Sekra makes it back above 200 again, and it's looking like, you know, less than half of the map is over. This is the longest map in the pool except for the tiebreaker, but right now the US is looking very confident.
Yeah, definitely US, the more consistent team on this pick here, and they've actually done well on the Hard Rock picks. So this might instill some confidence in the US to go for the other Hard Rock pick in the pool remaining. If they have to later, Jisan finding another miss for South Korea. These combos are absolutely massive. Double miss for South Korea.
Yes, My Darkness goes down as well, and I think that, yeah, that is just absolutely not looking good at all for South Korea right now. Rels is holding a nice combo, now above 200, but, 400, but
Ooh,
Dark Reaper and Secra.
Yeah, Lexi just went down quite hard after that big combo there and is struggling a little bit, but as you've noted, Maito, Sekre and Decreeper are right there with massive combos.
Yeah, Dark Reaper still holding a double S as well.
That is... Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's twice in a row.
You are
No.
on point this grand finals, my friend. You're on fire.
I didn't mean it.
That's the thing is, you never do. Welcome to the booth.
Oh no. Well, even despite that miss, US is still holding a very nice lead. Secra kind of replacing that Dark Creeper spotlight with a 1k combo of his own. Now above 1.1k as well. Very nice combo from him, and the entire South Korean side is really struggling on this map. Yes, My Darkness falls again. Lexi also having a little bit of a hard time, but South Korea entirely kind of falling apart throughout this map. Thekra now past 1,300 combo as well, putting on an absolutely dominant performance, and only a little bit of the map left. Can he hold on to that combo? Will I accidentally commentator curse it again? I hope not.
We'll see coming into the ending sections here. The United States are going to take this one, their 4th point of the match. Cut the lead in half. As the map comes to a close in the final sections.
And Secra is going to maintain that combo into the end of the map.
Look at these team scores. 3.1 mil, 3.0 mil.
Man,
That is quite impressive for a grand finals map.
Yeah, we
you
didn't
know,
see
you
this.
see,
We didn't see this map in the previous match, so no kind of comparison comment to make. But Netamaru in the show match yesterday did get an SS on this, so the 1700 combos from Decreeper and Sekra, both very impressive. But again, we just kind of guessed them a little bit too spicily, but more than enough to dispatch of South Korea on that one. They bring the gap back down to 1 point. I do just want to say, though, I think, Doland, you said that it might encourage them to pick Hard Rock 2. Hard Rock 2 is very different from Hard Rock 1. It's much more of a burst precision pick with smaller circle size, so I think it would be a bit ambitious to just immediately say, okay, they'll pick Hard Rock 2 now. I might be wrong, but I think it would take a little bit more consideration.
True. The map pool is narrowing. South Korea are up next to pick, though. They have Nomad 2, Nomad 4, Hidden 3, Hard Rock 2, Double Time 4, and Mixed Mod 3.
And Hidden 3 is the only pick which is coming out now that we've actually seen the US play. This was the first breakpoint for the US in that match against China. It was China's third pick. It came at the end of a long streak of China picking Hidden, trying to secure points, but it kind of backfired here. I think Zac in particular overperformed what a lot of people were expecting him to do. I personally wasn't expecting to really see him at all in this pool, but he brought out a solid 800k on a very difficult map. Lexi was definitely the star of the show though, with a 900 combo, 925k score.
And speaking of Zac, there is the man, the myth, the legend. And
nice.
Surely the hype matchup should be, I expect to see Draystar coming in for South Korea here.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Nice. Right on cue.
Perfect timing. We rehearsed it.
Oh, yeah. Not scripted, by the way. No
Totally
script.
not scripted.
My curses, they're all accidental. I swear.
In the event of a federal investigation, you have never seen any of these people, you have never seen any of these scripts. The documents are all forged.
What scripts? What are you talking about? There are no scripts.
Could someone hit the MP start commit? So the AR9, the very lengthy hidden map, nearly 4.5 minutes of hidden. It is quite a lot of hidden. I assume we are just waiting for a few players to ready up in the lobby.
Yeah, I think as you said, apart from Hard Rock 1, this is the longest map in the pool, obviously, apart
That
from
is correct,
Tiebreak
yes.
as well. But yeah, very long map.
And we've seen that the US has potential for maintaining consistency over long picks, as we just saw in that Hard Rock 1. So if it comes down to a consistency battle, the US does have a good foot in the door here.
Yeah, and this is going to be the decisive point in the match. Because if the US can get this break point, tie the match up on a hidden pick, that'll give them a lot more breathing room moving forward. Or did they
Been a
pick
little bit.
this map because the person in the background is wearing potentially an American flag?
Yo, patriotism?
Symbolism.
Dolan not knowing his clown pieces of the Star Spangled Banner. Get Toho educated.
Toho educated.
I think someone before asked if there's a USA map, so I guess there is, maybe?
Lexi found a very early miss. So it's just a slight advantage for South Korea, but South Korea is going to go down, so that'll make it 2 FCs gone for the Americans.
Or Draystar drops. Yeah. Zac and Lexi, as well as Yes My Darkness and Angel Kawaii, all holding on to those FCs. Secra and Draystar, the only ones to drop so far.
Still very close. Sakurai going down once again for the United States, so South Korea will be further building. Draystar trading it. Yes, My Darkness, that is going to pull things back for the Americans, and Angel Kawaii will complete the team miss. It's Lexi and Zac. Lexi going down. It is just the big man, Zac.
Yeah, still holding that FC.
The 10-year
into the
veteran
break.
at the break, he's going to see it too.
Everyone else is going to see that their combos pale in comparison to Zac's, and they know that they need to lift. And probably maybe a little bit of pressure mounting on Zac's back here. I would say, when you're the only FC and sizable combo left in the lobby, when your team is barely up any score at all. So really any miss is either going to give the US a little bit of a boost in score or possibly flip that lead back over to South Korea if Zach finds a miss here. But right now, that is not what is happening. Everyone just slowly building their combo in this slow section of the map.
All the
past
combos
200
have
now.
recovered. Everyone's back
Yep.
at 200. And yes, my
Oh,
darkness
no.
goes down right as everyone gets to 200. So Zach will trade it, but I mean, that's okay. You'd rather have it traded if you're Zach. So Zach did bank some serious advantage for the Americans. We'll go to work rebuilding with Yes My Darkness. Halfway through.
And here comes this really tough kind of jumpy little section. Zach now falling as well as Secret. Yes My Darkness also finding a couple of misses too. Draystar and Angel Kawaii holding very nice combos. That score lead, that combo advantage is going to be in South Korea's favor, and it flickers back over to their side. It's about
little bit Draystar.
maybe about a third left of the map.
Draystar
Oh,
trading
Draystar.
one of those misses back from Zach and Sekri. That's going to slow the advantage build here for South Korea.
Yeah, right now it's Lexi versus Angel Kawaii. Who can hold on? That lead is still very, very close. Only just in South Korea's favor. I think if Angel Kawaii goes down here, or now, Yes My Darkness also making it to 200. Draystar as well, but the miss could definitely switch it the other way.
It's only
Everyone building their
40K.
combo a little bit. And here we go.
Oh,
is
it's
it
South Korea. Double
Secret
miss
also
United
goes down.
States. What's up with these trades today?
I think that is going to maintain South Korea's advantage. US is just not able to capitalize on that, although it's extremely close.
Yeah,
If Yes My
Lexi-
Darkness goes down, maybe there's a chance. Oh, but Lexi and Sakura double miss, and I think that might be the game changer.
Team Miss
in
United
Zach.
States, that will seal it.
Yeah, Zach goes down too. South Korea through Angel Kawaii and Draystar did find some misses there, but US absolutely not able to capitalize whatsoever. And South Korea, a very wise pick here, and going to be taking it to match point on the grand finals match.
Seemingly
Incredible.
so. The map will just draw to a close and it'll be official. Match point.
There we go.
Championship point for South Korea.
Can I just say that if the US matched their performance from the match against China, they would have won by 1,500 points. Zach absolutely popped off there, but you can tell that Seka and Lexi are getting tired. They are starting to struggle.
The fatigue is definitely real. That's 10 rounds of this match, and they played 9 earlier, so this will be their 20th map.
Well, I said that they might not pick Hard Rock 2 because it's not that similar to Hard Rock 1, but in the absence of any more likely selection, this is what the US have gone for.
Yeah, it's just the only mod bracket that has gone their way every time, so they'll bring DeCreeper back in. And the United States will need 3 in a row to force a bracket reset, or South Korea will be the world champions.
Yep, yet again.
I'm a little worried for the US here because even if they manage to secure this point and a break point, I think South Korea are significantly favored on the tiebreaker if No Mod 1 was anything to go by, because of just, Yes My Darkness's kind of inconsistency advantage. I think US, if they wanted to win, they needed to do so by taking that pick. So hopefully they're not too down and kind of defeated, because they do still have a chance, but they have to really believe in themselves here and dig deep.
Yeah, and I think they've made the best logical pick that they can, and all they really can do now is just to do their best and worry about the rest afterwards. South Korea have been just the best team the whole tournament. What more can we say about them?
Yeah, absolutely. Just putting on a dominant display, not just this tournament, but throughout the years consistently. Just incredible players, really amazing team, but let's see if they can take this final pick to secure that glory that is all too familiar with them, or can the US take it and inch it closer to tiebreaker? We are going to find out in not too long.
Just under 2 minutes. Lexi, the only one who will add hidden with the Hard Rock. Sekre, a very early miss. Lexi as well. And an entire early team miss from the United States. But that is where you want it if you're going to have it.
Yeah, still all FCs for the South Korean side. Actually, 2 double S's as well. Oh, well, never mind. They're all gone, but yeah, early on it's looking like this might not have been the wisest pick for the USA. They are having a bit of a hard time. Sekre, Lexi, and Dark Creeper actually all not really able to find too much combo. Yes, my Darkness still holding that only FC on the board now, but already the lead is very much in South Korea's favor, and the map is already half over too. This is a very short map.
Yeah, the US are going to need a meltdown here from South Korea in order to flip things around. Rels is going to start one, but Angel Kawaii and Yes My Darkness still holding on strong, and that's a double miss from Sekre into Creeper. Lexi will complete the miss. And that may be all she wrote. Final third.
Yeah.
Team
Well, that is a double miss.
Korea. Yep, but there's no combo on the American side to capitalize.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, Rels dropping that combo there as well, but USA, in the end, not quite able to capitalize enough and hold their consistency and nerves throughout this. It seems that South Korea, in these few seconds left of this Hard Rock 2 pick, are yet again going to be the Osu Catch World Cup champions.
Yep, South Korea. They will do it once again. Your 2022 Oscatch World Cup champions for the 7th time. South Korea take it home, and the United States will bring home the silver medal for the 2nd time in their Catch World Cup history, tying their best result.
Yeah, the US
Well
with
done.
their second place. They've also got 2 third places to go along with that. South Korea, as Donald said, make it 7 in total and 4 in a row. They've won every World Cup for CWC since 2019 now, 2022 included. Really, really solid performance from them. But the US, in taking 4 points off of South Korea on a grand finals pool, after having played China early in the morning with basically no break, is pretty impressive, and I think they should be proud of that performance. They will feel that that match was winnable, but some key decisions didn't quite go their way. But they also did have some fortune as well. I think their first point was only won by, was it 2,000 points? So this could have ended a lot sooner than it did. And they had a decent share of the luck and some great performances as well. But South Korea just a little bit too strong on this occasion, as they usually seem to be.
And that will do it for us in the 2022 Oscatch World Cup. South Korea, your world champions once again, joined on the podium by the United States and China.
Yeah, really, really well played by the US. As JBH pointed out, they have had some pretty tough circumstances with scheduling, obviously waking up pretty early to play 2 matches in a row, but I guess that's what you get when you're the last team in the winners bracket. You get that little bit of a break before that final match, and in the end, who knows what really did it, but South Korea proving themselves to be the best of the best once again.
To people who are asking, I think the tiebreaker show match is being set up right now. I think they want to make it 4v4, so we're going to see if we can do that or not. So don't run away too far, because we're hopefully going to bring that to you as soon as humanly possible.
A very exciting year now over. And a lot more tiebreakers than I think most people would have expected to see this year.
Thank you, Canada, for your work in.
Yeah, right.
Have to give that shout out, don't you?
They almost made it 4 tiebreakers. It was a pretty insane performance from them.
And shoutouts to Finland for almost Finlanding another Finland against Germany.
Really a shout out to everyone who played and competed in this Catch World Cup 2022 season.
Yeah, it's very
Really well
easy
played
to
by everyone.
focus in on the top 3 teams and the teams that have made it to the finals, but we wouldn't have the tournament, we wouldn't have the production quality, we wouldn't have the organization and the custom mapping and all of these other cool things if everyone didn't compete. So no matter if you are a player or a fan of the World Cup winning South Korea, or if your team didn't even make it out to qualifiers this year, thank you so much for your contributions, your participation, and helping make the World Cups awesome.
Absolutely, but yeah, please stay tuned just a tiny bit longer. We are going to be seeing a tiebreaker showcase very shortly, as is written in the law, and not the script, of course.
So we're going to get things set up for our tiebreaker showcase. Although I'm not sure there's any life left in the fingers of the American players. They will attempt to do so.
I would say maybe they're feeling a bit relieved that it's over. Obviously, maybe a tiny bit disappointed, but if I was part of their team, I absolutely wouldn't be. They put on an amazing show throughout the entire tournament. They should be very proud of themselves.
Oh, and that is the best match they've ever played against South Korea.
Yeah, well pointed out.
On essentially the hardest map pool too. They had never faced Korea on a Grand Finals map pool before, I don't believe.
That is correct.
But we're still going to get to see this tiebreaker showcase.
I think we might be doing a 4v4, possibly, it seems like some people are talking about.
There that the Creeper is saying we don't have a 4th player. Either they don't have someone who they feel could actually play this, or that wants to, or maybe someone had to go to do something else. It's looking like it'll probably be 4 people playing for South Korea, but we'll only get to see 3 of them on stream. Normally for a tiebreaker we would play with no mod or hidden, so that everyone is kind of on the same score multiplier. Although because it's a showcase, we have a little bit more flexibility. In the show match yesterday we had 3 players opting for Hard Rock. Netamaru, Armor, and Kame all played with Hard Rock. And then we had Katsurage playing with Easy, and then Henrik, also from Team Canada, playing Easy Flashlight. And he nearly got a 200 combo on this tiebreaker with Easy Flashlight, which is honestly pretty impressive. I wonder if anyone will do an interesting mod combination like that here.
The best mod combo, Easy Flashlight.
Right.
Okay. Will there be funny mod combos, Dolan? What do you think?
I have no idea. This map is beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, that star rating is pretty rough. 8.3. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get started soon. Nearly AR-10. Wow. It looks like there's a lack of mods. Everyone's just gonna go no mod.
Ah, damn. What a shame.
Everyone's just tired, probably.
Yeah, that is a good point. I definitely would be after this Monolith Grand Finals weekend. Yeah, so 6 minutes in length, 8.3 stars. Pretty rough map. Nothing all of these players haven't seen before, though, absolutely.
In terms of level of difficulty, sure, but in terms of like actual content, no one besides the map porting team had seen this before this weekend. A custom song commissioned by Suramaru and Dice, who is not yet a featured artist, but I would sure like to become one in the future if this is anything to go by.
And he's definitely a good resume. Osukatsuo Cup Grand Final tiebreaker map.
You can see just how the song is so good for a tiebreaker style of map. So many different breakdowns and rhythm changes. Some pretty good scores coming in right now. An SS is still remaining. I'm not going to say the name of the player because the match is over and we do not need to do the thing anymore. No! That's quite the combo there from Ji-san. Angel Kawaii now coming up with a pretty impressive combo here. He's going to lose it at around 700. Is it gonna be better than Totobus' score?
He's done it. 926k was the
Nice.
target.
928 just got him.
Only 17 misses as well is actually nuts.
99.49. And that is going to conclude the festivities for the 2022 OzCatch World Cup. So that'll put another year of action in the books. The next tournament is going to be the Mania 4-Key World Cup.
Yes, the map pool showcase and for qualifiers I think is at the very end of this month, so about 4 weeks away. So if you're a key smashing fan and you're eager for some 4K action, please do follow the channel and you'll get notified in just a few weeks' time when all the countries come back to do battle once again, this time with the piano instead of the plate.
Indeed. Here is your podium on screen for you. South Korea take home their 7th Catch World Cup title. The United States equal their best performance and make their 2nd grand final, and China take home the bronze.
Yeah, fantastic performance from all 3 countries. It was a really, really stacked field this year. We said it at the beginning of the tournament that there were kind of 8, maybe even 12 teams that could have been filling out these 3 spots. And although these 3 teams rose to the top, they definitely did not have an easy ride, and all of them definitely pulled their weight and deserved to be here. Commiserations to everyone else, but thank you again for participating and making the tournament the awesome event that it was. If you are a Catch fan and you're interested in more tournaments, I believe that 3-digit Catch World Cup is going on right about now, so you can get straight into that as of next weekend, I believe, so do check that out. And there's always community tournaments and contests and that for whatever may interest you. So I guess all we really have to do now is say thank you to everyone who made this tournament the way it was. We've already thanked the teams, but of course there were players, playtesters, map poolers, us commentators. We did a thing, right? We helped.
We did.
We did do that. We did do a thing.
Statisticians, the tournament organizers. Yeah, it's been fantastic, and this is like one of the favorite times of the year for me. Getting to kind of commentate and chat with you guys and craft theories about what's going to happen differently, and what's changed. And I'm going to miss it, but we'll be back again next year. I sure hope we will.
Of course. There's always next year. But that is going to be it for this year, JBH.
It is indeed. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you want more OS action in any of our game modes, then you know what to do. Follow us here on OS Live, and also follow us on Twitter as well to get notified of when things are happening in your game mode or modes of choice. Thank you so much, Doland and Maito, for commentating this grand final with me. It has been an absolute pleasure, and hope you've enjoyed too.
Pleasure as always.
Of course. Thank you very much for joining us as well. And to another year of amazing OSU tournaments.
Yeah, so we'll be heading off. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you've got anything nice going on, please let us know about it. Have fun. Stay safe again. And we'll catch you all in the next World Cup, Mania 4-Key, in a little over 4 weeks' time. Thank you. And remember, rhythm is just a click away.